Yo, what's good guys, on fire here, back in the video, and today we're going to be hopping into another Madden 24 gameplay. So today for you guys, I have a gameplay, and we're going to be running a trips tight end on offense. So with trips tight end, it's going to be one of your more fun, creative type of formations. Now we're using the Bears, not at the greatest team, but it's more fun when you use bad teams, honestly. But we're in Patriots playbook. Bills is probably the better one, but I like Patriots because generally if I'm running this offense and I'm like not recording a video, I'd be switching between this and U trips. Audibles, I like PA slot corner, PA counter go. I like curl flat, and then you can have inside zone or verticals or one of those other plays. I don't run the ball. You guys pretty much know that unless I'm doing like a running gameplay, but quick base is really good, so I left it in there, which again, I'm really running these big three plays a lot, so we're going to start out with just a basic curl flat. I don't like a whole lot there. X, maybe at a step, but when you don't have anything, it's always better to throw the ball away because we have three other downs to pick this up. Cover 3 seam was his call defensively, and it ended up being a pretty good call. So a few other plays we have are this Pat's post. We have a Pat's wide post. We have inside cross. We have PA shot wheel. We have a few other good options that we will go to. So we're going to actually go to the Pat's wide post. Cole Kmet is the guy you're kind of trying to open up, but you see Claypool in the slot there on a really deep corner out that can definitely get open. So I do like this setup, just blocking. The Bears O-line isn't good, but he doesn't send pressure, so we're able to step up in the pocket and make that possession catch on the sideline with Chase Claypool. So I really hope he plays me like this because against trips, you're going to kind of have to send pressure. Everybody is so spread out that it's really difficult to play just coverage defense against this formation because there's so many parts of the field that can really just attack you and beat you. So now something I like to do is flip my trips. That's just because I've been running this formation for years, and it's just kind of what I do. I know certain people, if you're using like a right-handed QB, they will keep their quarterback or their trips on that left side just so you're always kind of throwing left to right. Here we try and hit that backside slant, nothing doing, but you can see just how many people are dropping. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense for me to actually be blocking my running back here against a 2 or a 3-man rush. He's in this 3-4 odd, so obviously not really a good formation to run the ball. Here we hit curl flat again, and we do read that he's running a lot of cover 3, and against cover 3, that curl is always going to be wide open. Whereas if it's cover 2, typically your flat is going to be the read. Again, it was cover 4, pretty much the same thing as a cover 3. Here we're going to hit verticals. Now, verticals is a play that I didn't run a whole lot in this video, but I definitely should have gone to it. So we are actually spreading out the whole team here. I don't hate going to like this 5 wide, especially if he's not sending pressure. So we're going to try and open up Cole Kmet here. He was open, but you know who's even more open is Darnell Mooney in that slot position against a cover 2. And boom, that is just an easy first drive. I didn't really show too many hands on those bigger plays that I had. And that's really what we like, not even having to go to PA slot corner, which is probably the best play in the entire offense. And being able to score a touchdown in 5 plays is really, really good. Now we're facing the Chargers, and this is where our biggest problem is. And the biggest problem in this game is the ability to not play defense. So I'll try and get like a good defense out for you guys soon. But trust me, it's difficult for you guys, just as difficult as it is for me in running defense in this game. You'll see in this video, but I feel like we played pretty good defense. I'll let the video I'm not going to spoil anything, but anyways, kick it off. He's going to fair catch it, take it to the 25. We're going to be running dollar, playing more of a coverage-based defense. Now, again, the Bears' defense stinks. We have a few pieces that I don't hate. The linebacking core, D-line is terrible. These DBs aren't god-awful, but they're below average. And it's going to be a challenge. He's going to come out in a bunch nasty, and so we're going to kind of set up a cover 3 cloud. We would get pressure, but running back picks up our blitz, and he's going to throw that check down. So first play, going with some play action, and it's just going to be about making reads. I always say on my first defensive drive, the best strategy is to kind of take your time, read what he's doing, don't give up the big play, and make him show as many money plays as he can. So you see, immediately I'm just going to take away the deep route, force him to check down. That's perfectly fine. It's not ideal, but you'll live with giving up that drag. So, and this is where you have to just start to adjust. further into the game, we'll keep that in mind if he goes back to that gun type formation. So here he's in Trey White flex. This formation is really good. I dropped a video on it recently. Go check that out if you would like to know how to run this formation. But he's going to hit that zig with Keenan Allen. Not a bad pass. This formation is dangerous because you can run the ball and pass the ball. So against Dollar, he really could be running the ball here and having a lot of success. But and he's going to quick snap here. So you kind of see his strategy is to get the ball out of his hands quickly. He's trying to kind of spread out. And this is where we're going to have to make some adjustments, man up a few players to kind of prevent that from happening. So I'm going to man up the tight end. I am going to play that little flat zone. He's going to throw the zig again. So you can kind of see that's a theme. He's trying to attack the flats. And really what he's doing is he's just reading the field. If someone's open, he's going to throw it. He's not going to try and wait for a bigger play. So we're going to throw a hard flat over there, and we are going to man up the tight end again. We have a yellow zone, and boom. This is where he runs the ball. That's a good mix-up by him against my Dollar. The unfortunate part is if he's running Trey White flex, I really need to be in Dollar to defend it because I need those extra DBs to man him up. But that's a good run by him, and overall, pretty good drive. He didn't show me a whole lot, so our defensive strategy did not really work too well because we allowed him to just throw these big plays where he's not even having to make a read. We're not really even seeing what play he's running. Now, we got a few kind of mannerisms that he does. He likes to throw the ball quickly. He likes hitting Keenan Allen in the flat. He likes snap throwing to certain players. So we do have a couple of reads on his just overall offensive style, but not too many plays necessarily that he'd go to. And what I mean by a go-to play is like it's fourth down. If it's a fourth down, it's early in the game. You know, nobody's going to have a problem going to one of their best plays. Now, you wouldn't want to. If you have multiple, it's better. But a lot of people only have a few money plays, like go-to plays. Like, I know this is going to get open. I have to run this because I can't afford to turn the ball over type of a thing. So here, we're just going to continue to throw the ball. And if we can outscore them, we can win this game. I feel confident in our ability to get a stop at some point. And this was a really unfortunate situation where Y is just sitting wide open in the flat. I probably throw it a half count too late. He cuts up field automatically and really should have been a pick six, but that's just unfortunate there. Obviously he was wide open. I'm not when I throw the ball, but he cuts up field, so there's not a whole lot we can do. This is the Pat's post play or cross or something. We have this wheel route. Justin Fields just sails it, and you'll see that a little bit. Justin Fields played a lot better than guys like Anthony Richardson and Desmond Ridder did when I did those videos. Richardson was the bunch X nasty. Desmond Ridder was the Trey White flex. So go check those videos out. You'll see Bijan and them in the thumbnail. So here we're going to go back to curl flat. I'm thinking I can just kind of snap throw this to Y because he's throwing Joey Bosa in the flat. And if that's the case, we have a speed advantage and boom, we are able to. I could also be doing that with the X receiver DJ Moore, but no need. We just pick that up. And again, that's where the aggressiveness can hurt you. Really what I want to do is try and beat him deep on the outside. I kind of forced it a little bit too much, but I am trying to always look for DJ Moore in this case. We motion out verticals again. This time we go with a little backside drag. So again, I'm trying to kind of hit X. We ignore our reads and probably miss A there. B also probably open before he cuts to the sideline. But again, I don't hate throwing the ball away because as long as we're not taking sacks, we have 3 more downs to pick up 10 yards, and all you really need is one good play. So throw the ball away, perfectly fine. We're going to go to the PA slot corner here. I like this play a lot. There's a lot that we can do here, incorporating motion, things of that nature. So we're going to go with the post with the zig, and then we have a corner out on the other side. What I'm actually going to do here is drag X on the backside, and then we go in route because we don't want him to get over by the zig too fast. We have Claypool wide open. I throw it really late, but thankfully Claypool doing some nice yards after the catch for us. So again, I'm trying to look post route first, obviously, with the vert hooks and that mid read, nothing open. So we are forced to throw it to the sideline, but I don't have a problem with that because we pick up the first down. Even if we didn't, we're in 3rd and short, and you have 2 plays to pick up about 4 yards. So overall, the first quarter, not too bad. We are having to use a lot more plays on this drive, but out of trips tight end, there's a lot of creativity and there's a lot of setups that you can go to. So I feel relatively fine doing things like this. So again, I continue to block my running back just so I can feel a little bit more comfortable in the pocket. One thing that's pretty consistently been open is the corner outs in this game. And especially on the short side against a cover 3, that corner out is going to eat that alive. So we have enough space to throw it to Claypool, rat catch that, and that is another touchdown. So the best thing in this game is to try and avoid the red zone offense. And again, another 6-play drive. So we've only ran 11 plays. We've scored 2 touchdowns. That's overall pretty good. Mixed it up a decent amount to where he should probably feel confused on what's coming. So you just kind of love to see that. Now, the tough thing is just managing the clock here. We did get the ball first. So just seeing how this is going to play out. It's going to be important to try and stay up a possession. Obviously, our goal be up a touchdown at half, be up 2 touchdowns at half, but the most important thing is that we don't allow him to be able to go up a touchdown at the end of half. So he's staying in this tray wide flex. It makes a lot of sense. I'm going back to that setup where I just hard flat the left, man up the tight end, and then he's going to hit this route. So it's interesting. Again, you see his strategies, throwing the ball really quickly. He is running I don't remember what playbook. I said it in the Trey Y Flex video. Maybe it's like Houston he's running a Falcons playbook, I think, because Falcons playbook is the only one I think that has that wide cross flood play. So he's really trying to run this Trey Y Flex. Here he hit zig. I think I maybe manned up Keenan Allen there instead of hard flatting. That's a mistake for sure. The thing is, I'm afraid of him just throwing Keenan Allen on a streak. And you don't want to be in a situation where he's on a streak and you don't have the right personnel. So here you had Keenan Allen on a streak. I had a hard flat. It would have been a touchdown if he waited, but again, he's not waiting. You really just have to take away his quick reads. But obviously, I'm not setting pressure here, so it's an interesting situation, kind of a chess match. I should be trying to send pressure here. I don't know how that's not an interception. That's a hard flat against a zig route, and he just plays it poorly, and that's just a bad corner. But there's not a lot you can do, really. He goes play action, and I don't know how he completes that. It's just such a tough throw. He eats a hit, but that's Keenan Allen. It's really unfortunate. He threw it in the perfect window, but he's like eating a hit stick immediately. I feel like he should have dropped that pass personally, but nonetheless, it's a personnel thing. Eddie Jackson has good hit power too. But clock management wise, we're not in a bad spot here. 3 minutes, he's already at the 35, so I feel confident in us at least getting the ball back. Here we're going to try and send a little bit of pressure. He's going to check down, just make the tackle. We lay another hit on him. But he did go new formation, so I kind of had to throw my approach out the window. And this is where we're just adjusting. If he's going to stay in this bunch X nasty, we're going to really love that because this is going to make things a lot easier. We're going to send some pressure here. So we're going to man up X, not have to worry about him. He ends up running the ball and picking up really a first down there. So he could be running the ball a lot. He doesn't want to. Running again, guys. The thing about running the ball is if you want to sit there and run the ball, you could definitely do it. It's just nobody really has too much fun running the ball. Here, he throws another tight zig route that I'm just hesitant on because there's a route over the top that I'm afraid is going to get open. I should just be playing hard flats here. I don't know why I have these soft squats. But he goes play action again. Right here, we're lurking that route. He throws that, and that is a hard flat that he just throws a backside boot against. I did shade underneath on that play. You saw he's playing hard flats. How is that a completed pass ever? Like, what is my corner doing? This is just a situation of defense being bad in this game because, like, I don't know what the angle is terrible. The fact that he's sitting back is also terrible. And then he just makes no play on the ball at all. It's like we got to pick our poison there. We either make the tackle or we get the interception. You don't wait, miss the pick, and then, like, miss the tackle. It's just bad. And the game is just so rewarding of throwing into coverage, it seems like. And again, I did make a bad read earlier, but that was just he dropped the pick with user because he's holding it. But anyways, we still have 2 minutes. We can run this 2-minute drill here and go up at a touchdown at half, and we're not in a bad spot. Getting a stop is definitely going to be tough. I think it's more realistic to hold him to 3 on one of these drives than actually get a stop. But we forced him into bad reads to where I feel like an interception is kind of bound to happen at some point. But offensively, we've looked really, really good. Our only bad pass was just a situation where I'm not expecting someone to run upfield. So right here, he's playing like man coverage, but it's off. Some kind of a coverage ended up being zone. It looked kind of like man, but the safety's assignment is to play him. This is a 4-3 even, I believe. The safety's assignment is to play Y, and look how much space there is. So I could really just be throwing this. If Bose is in the flat, we can still throw it. So we throw it again, pick up the first down, and we get out of bounds. So again, just continue to do this. This time it was man coverage. But the thing about 4-3 even is it just doesn't line up good. I don't think he's man aligned either, because that corner on the left should be manned up to my trips on the right. He's in a default alignment, which is really going to hurt him here. But I'm going to try and open up X deep because DJ Moore's our best wide receiver. The Chargers really don't have any good corners. So he bluffs the blitz. We actually predict it perfectly. I'm trying to hit X. We just run out of time there. Try to throw the ball away, and it doesn't open up. I would have liked to see DJ Moore take a little bit of a shorter angle, but we learned that post route doesn't travel across the field too well. We kind of need that in the slot. So taking the sack there hurts. We still have 3 timeouts, so I'm not too concerned with the clock right now. I am going to get my adjustments off. So we go post, we go corner, and boom, we hit Darnell Mooney. Not sure what the flag is, but it is going to stop the clock. And it ends up being illegal contact, so we will just decline that penalty as we move into plus territory. So 2-man under, you see what the post route can do. It generally just fries 2-man under. In that play overall, you have a post, you have a corner out. Here, if it's man coverage, I think, where do we go? PA counter go, trying to open up. Or I think DJ Moore, like against this defense, DJ Moore really should just be open for a touchdown. Like, is that not what it looks like? I think I try and hit him, and just look at the recovery. Like, it seems like he has a step. We fire it, and he drops the ball. I just can't stand that. That's the thing. I don't know that he would have got his feet in, but he definitely is open, and he just drops the ball. It's a really good throw from Fields, but on those high balls, this is hit or miss. We try to catch him in a quick snap here. I think I had Claypool open, but it would have been a risky throw with that corner kind of still sitting outside. So we just check it down, pick up 5, and we still have 3 timeouts, so we'll take our first. That was cover 4, which is interesting. Cover 4 quarters. I don't know that he is match on or not, but he is still sticking in this 4-3, even 6-1. This defense I will drop a video on tomorrow. It seems to be pretty meta. So I'll drop a video for you guys on how to run that. Here, the stupidest thing ever happens. I literally fake snap once. Just try and see who he's using, and we just get a false start. Like, that's just kind of how the game has been going. You know, you drop an interceptions, things like this. Fake snap once and it's a false start. Like, it's never been that. But, then, you know, you live and you learn. We're going to go PA slot corner here, trying to open up this post or this corner out. We have DJ Moore. Very important here. We kind of pass lead that down to avoid throwing right at that safety, either undercutting it for an interception or putting us in the hospital. So, good pass there. And, did he burn a timeout? He did. I don't know why he burned a timeout, but that's just going to give us more time to actually get this play off. So we're going to go back to the PA slot corner. This is a setup I like a lot, and I don't know why I didn't go back to it, but pretty much what ends up happening here is we motion over DJ Moore, throw him on an out route. We have a drag, post, and then corner out. The setup is really, really good. I should have went back to it. But X is wide open, but also RB. So we hit, I think it's... Who's that, Travis Homer? I don't know why I didn't sub him out, but it's fine. So we hit him, and right here we're at the 14-yard line. Just need 1 dot. Managing this clock pretty well right here. So we go with sock curl flat, boom. And Kenneth Murray makes a one-handed interception. I threw it a second late, but that is an absolutely crazy play for a linebacker to make in this game. I wish I could kind of replay it so I could watch it again, but it's a crazy play. I throw it late, but the fact that he recovered like that is insane. I did not think he's going to get over there to lurk it. Thankfully, we tackle him out of bounds, so we don't give up much more. But, and here we're switching the approach on defense. I cannot give up points here. So we go spinner. I bump him, and he throws it. And how is that not an interception? Like, you just got to be joking. The fact that he just caught that pass, like literally. Because if I catch that interception, I may take that to the house. Going to the right. And I literally bump him so we get, like, I do something illegal so that we get the edge. Here, he burns us. Thankfully, our corner makes his first good play of the game and actually sticks with someone in coverage. Herbert got lit up, by the way. So he's going trips here, which is interesting. He hasn't gone trips yet today, which is making me question what playbook he's actually in. Maybe he's in a custom playbook. And we end up lurking him, expecting that corner out. He threw it last play. Edmonds lurks him, and right there, I don't believe in the Bears kicker enough to fall down at like the 45 and attempt a 62-yarder. Maybe I could have done a little bit more, but the clock ends up running out. It's unfortunate, but I'm not sure what I could have done. Maybe I just fall down and go for the Hail Mary. Looking back, there's a lot you can do, but, it's fine. 14-14, we just got to stop. Again, against the spinner, he's looked bad, so we should definitely be going back to the spinner. But, just the fact that I dropped that first interception is absolutely ridiculous. Like, literally, how do I drop that? I didn't even drop it. I just didn't even touch it. Like, he just literally threw it right through his hands. It actually makes no sense. But, we got to go out, get another stop. It's just a very bad throw by Justin Fields. I always have, like, one of those really blind throws. And they were both to the flat. In wide open routes, just my timing was bad. And on that curl flat play, I progressed from drag to angle. So that's just kind of my thought process on that play. I go drag to angle, and then the last read is going to be the curl or the flat. Generally, I don't ever look to the tight end. But he's going to go man coverage. Oh my God. I thought Tremaine Edmonds should have played that. Like, bro, we are right there. He's 6'5", I believe. Like, I'm pretty sure he should have made that play. So we throw a soft squat out there. It's a zone that I think can play that quick route. The soft squat does nothing. And Brisker just keeps getting fried. So definitely the adjustment to do there is a quarter or a third, not a soft squat. I thought the soft squat was going to like kind of back up and play match coverage where it just ends up defending it. It didn't happen. Again, you see our pressure is getting there, but he's just force feeding that. I'm in no man's land with my user, but it's a decent pass. And what I want to do is I'm going to move Eddie Jackson over there to get someone who should actually hopefully play the ball at a higher overall. He's a little bit better. So we move him to the strong safety because he's always keeping his trips on the left. And he's always throwing to the tight end. So that's our adjustment. See how it pays off. But now we're down 7. We kind of got to score fast because we want as many opportunities to get a stop on this guy as possible. So we just want to score quickly and get me back on defense because sooner or later he's going to throw an interception. That's kind of our thought process. So taking this out, trying to make it a man miss, doesn't hurt. No, sorry about that, but anyways, he's switching formations again defensively. He's out of that 4-3, back in some kind of a heavy look. And like, how is DJ Moore just not? It's kind of bad. I should have thrown Y on a streak also on this play, but we have everybody open. I don't know what play that even was, but we'll hit the tight end. He sent like everybody. So I like this formation if he's going to stick out there. He's throwing Joey Bosa in coverage, which makes no sense. You're not going to rush your best pass rusher. So we run this play again. Claypool, boom, wide open. Justin Fields, average Justin Fields throw. Just unfortunate. But again, throwing an incompletion on first down is not the end of the world. This is why I try and avoid like running the ball. Because running the ball, you're just wasting downs. So we go with PA counter go. I'm trying to hit B here. X, I also think I have a step. And that was close to being an interception. I would have been pissed if I threw a pick on that play. Whoever that is, Michael Davis, I think. Something like that. He recovers insanely well on that route for someone who shouldn't really be that fast. But another pass where I think it's going to be open. We end up not catching it, though. That's all that matters. So X, here I do have a step on him, and I don't throw it. Just really missing my reads right now. We try and hit Mooney in the slot. It ends up being man coverage, not cover 3. So we kind of highball that at the last minute and just trying to avoid throwing an interception. Thankfully, we do. But here it's 4th and 10. This is almost game on the line, I would say, because it is field goal range for him. So we're going to go back to our best play, which has a corner out. It has a post route. Thankfully, Justin Fields put this one on the money. And we're just going to go out of bounds. Just go out of bounds. Give me a new fresh set of downs. And let me cook again. Darnell Mooney is tired from getting hit once. Maybe, I think it might have been Derwin James. I don't know. Who knows? But that stinks. So we're going to have to take out our fastest wide receiver. But that's a big time catch for us. So anyways, coming back out here, looks like we're going to go to the Pats Y post. Really trying to we haven't really hit the middle of the field at all. We've had to throw to the sidelines all game long. The bigger plays generally happen when you're throwing to the middle of the field. It just hasn't been the case. So we're going to go backside little drag here. Looks like he might have been AFK. We'll take it. Equanimous St. Brown picking up easy yardage against his cover 4. Please stay in cover 4 because this is where cover 4 this year sucks. And this is where you can really pick up chunks of yardage. Broken coverages. Busted coverages. Again, he's playing that defense where I just want to throw this to DJ Moore. I think I just try again. And safety's over there. We can't hit him. But who we can hit is Travis Homer. And look at that move in the open field, making them both miss. And this is an average cover 4 defense right there. If you have 2 routes in the middle of the field, one of them is always going to be wide open. And right there, angle route, absolutely wide open. We hit him. We had to wait a little bit, so we did need a little bit of time. We hit him, make a man miss, and we have a tie game here. So we played good offense besides the interception. He's thrown a pick 2. He's thrown in coverage more than us by far, but we just need to catch 1 interception. I feel like this game is over. So it's going to come down if we can catch a pick really in this game. We know that he's going to throw in coverage at least once or twice on this drive. So kind of the best way of thinking here is make him throw the ball as many times as possible because that's just going to increase the number of times that he's going to throw in coverage. That's kind of our thought process here. Let him throw. Here he goes angle route, and Tremaine Edmonds is a second too slow, or a few ratings too slow, second late. He hits him. He hadn't really thrown to the running back at all, besides one time, I think. So I was definitely hesitant. He'd been blocking him a lot, and he's right back to blocking. Here he goes zig with the safety manned up. That's a good read. So he's also running no huddle, which is one of the more annoying things to ever do in this game. I don't have him in here. I just have to call timeout because I'm in base align instead of default align, I think. Or I don't. Yeah, so now we have the corner over there on the left, which makes our life a lot easier. We can just man up L1 on Keenan Allen, I think. Or we throw him in the hard flat. This is really good defense. We have the outside quarter on the right. We have a middle zone for any kind of a crossing route. We take this guy with our user. And, oh my God. We got to play that. Oh my God. Number 30. I put you in the perfect spot, and you just keep backing up even after the ball is thrown. If he just breaks on that right when the ball is thrown, it's such an easy interception. I think he has to be baselined. Maybe I needed to move him out to the right, but he's in the perfect spot, and this is really perfect defense for what we're facing. He throws this, and oh my God, how is that not an interception? He throws a snap throw flat against a hard flat from his B wide receiver. He fires it, and it's somehow not an interception by either A, the guy who's literally manned up right on him, or B, the hard flat that's literally playing in the slot a second. Oh my God. Here he goes, PA crossers, and safety just does not know how to play that. So he converts. And this is where Keenan Allen kind of needed to be pressed by a good corner. Our corners suck. We can't do anything. But this spinner defense, it's really good. He threw in coverage twice in a row. Nothing happened. I like this defense to defend any kind of a corner route. We have, again, the hard flats over there taken care of. Gerald Everett glitches on this play. Somehow he gets a 90,000 speed boost and just runs the drag in about half a second. So he beats us there. Not a good user, but this formation was weird. Gun wing slot offset. Back to the trips tight end, which we've taken care of really, really well compared to the Trey White flex. There's no PA crossers I have to worry about. So he's going to go PA slot corner. We user that, and we finally get a sack. Holy crap. We're on the board, boys. We get a sack. We had him absolutely bagged on that play, and this is just perfect defense. My user just has to be on point defending that post, and really everything is taken care of. We have that middle third to take care of anything deep. He runs the exact same play, and my user is fast asleep, literally defending just absolute green grass. I don't know what I was doing. I could not tell you, but that's just a really bad user. And, we end up playing piss poor defense and giving up an easy touchdown. We just got to be better with the user there. I don't know what I'm doing. There's the drag route. It was open, but we get no pressure there. And, it's just tough. Like, you can see he threw in coverage twice on that drive. He threw a flat. He threw a flat against a hard flat and man coverage, and it wasn't picked. He threw a corner out against a quarter and man coverage, and it wasn't picked. It's just tough. And again, we did kind of what we set out to do, make him throw the ball as many times as possible. We forced him into, I think, a fourth down, and just Keenan Allen bails him out. Like, that dude's just not dropping a pass, I guess. It's impossible. But here, we can play it one or two ways. We can try and take every time, all the time, score a tutty, go for two, or we can just focus on scoring the touchdown and making a stop. And I think that's the move with the Bears. Our offense is not great. We don't want to kind of overthink it. Here, again, you see that stupid corner. If he's pressed, it's a touchdown. He keeps him back. But I'm still trying to hit DJ Moore here because, it's just baffling how he's going to get back. Defend him stride for stride. Right there, it wasn't a great read, so I don't hate that ball going out of bounds. It's crosser against cover 3. The outside third played it really well, I think because he was pressed. But I still would have liked that to maybe have been on target. I think I can undercut him. Maybe possession catch it on the sidelines. But 1st and 10, there's no issue with throwing an incompletion. And here we hit the flat, and he drops the ball. You just can't make that up. There's just no way you drop that. I know you're Chase Claypool and you're not good at football, but that's a pass you got to catch because it is the fourth quarter and you're wide open by about 5 yards, and then you catch the ball and you just drop it because of some stupid ability. He's probably tired right now also. So here we hit the corner out, and the corner out's been reliable all game. So we're able to hit that again. Chase Claypool, nice catch on that one. He's switching his coverages every play, by the way. So, 4 catches for 111 yards. Very good stat line for him. And here we're going to go back to the Pats wide post. Claypool running the super deep corner out. Should be open. I like DJ Moore's snap throw on this out route. I really should have been going to this way more because you just pick up so many yards on that. And it really just forces him to play a completely different defense. So I should have just been throwing that all game. That out route with DJ Moore would have literally been open on every single play. Here, for some reason, we switched up with Mooney. Mooney, on the other hand, is not open. But what he does do is open up Chase Claypool on the sideline. He gets his feet in, and we're driving pretty fast to where there's no chance of taking up the clock here. We're just going to put it in the end zone, and we got to hope to get a stop. So, verticals. Again, I like hitting DJ Moore on the sideline here if we can. Y maybe is open, but we're just going to run with Fields. Dive for that first down yardage. And that is going to be our first carry of the game from anybody. So if it's man coverage against verticals, nobody's going to be open. But man coverage opens up the QB scramble because there's nobody in that area. So we're able to hit that. Here we have X running the stupidest curl I've ever seen. But we make a really good play, stepping up in the pocket, rolling out to the right, and throwing that angle route. Boom. Easy touchdown. And Travis Homer's second of the game. So we're just going to take the extra point. Now, here is an interesting strategy. Maybe looking back on it, I should have gone with onside kick here just because we probably want to give ourselves a chance to get the ball back. But we're going to kick it deep. I believe in our defense. We've been playing good defense. So I say, you know what? We played good defense. I don't think this kid can get lucky that much longer. He's not a leprechaun. So I'm going to kick it deep. You see, I'm thinking about it. and we just end up kicking it deep. So it's a tough decision, but I think it's the right decision. And there's no guarantee that he gets down in the red zone anyway. So I feel like that defense that I was playing, the quarter, the hard flat, it was really good. We're going to catch him slipping. So, and we land yet another hit stick, no fumbles. I shouldn't be asking for any luck in this game. I already know I'm not going to get any. We've dropped about like 3 or 4 interceptions that he's thrown in coverage for the counter. So he's going back to Trey White flex. We're going to play our spinner defense. We are man aligned. I really should have been, this is the best defense we've played because having the safety there allows us to press Keenan Allen. He is caged and he throws it across the body. He was throwing that to the other receiver, not Keenan Allen. Like that should have been an interception. Like, oh my God, bro. How is the ball just like piss missiled and like nobody can react to it? That's what it seems like is happening. Is Herbert throwing the ball a million miles an hour, or are players just too slow to like pick up on it? Here, another play that's bagged, and our user is just so slow, and he just has so much time, and this is just a terrible play to give up. Like, oh my God, we have him so bagged, and it's just like I'm there and I just can't react. It's just unfortunate. He is so caged. I'm there, and Tremaine Edmonds is so slow. I should have had a safety in there probably. But, and we're going to start using Hardman here. I have to rush 3 because you need like 20 people to cover Keenan Allen. We make a really good play with our user to not give up any more yards on that. I burn our second timeout. Makes sense to use the timeouts before the 2-minute warning in case he throws an interception. Here we have more time, and even if he doesn't, you want to keep the game above 2 minutes for as long as possible. That's kind of our thought process. So here we're finally, I'm like, I got to send pressure. I cannot, I think we switched to a nickel normal. And look at what the guy does that's man up on Austin Eckler. He gets bumped and he starts strafing backwards. Like, what even is that? Why are you not running towards him? Like, actually, what are you doing? It's unbelievable. So I'm like, all right, we're going to send some pressure. Straight man right here. I'm honestly fine with him giving up a touchdown here. We just run off sides. Now this is a smart thing to do because with 1 timeout, this is going to prevent it from going to the 2-minute warning. So even though we give up 5 yards, this is going to save us a play. And that's a really smart thing to do. It's kind of scummy. I don't recommend doing it in tournament play, but against this guy, I don't care. We're going to run off sides. You see the clock stops when he accepts the penalty. Whereas going to the 2-minute warning, that was basically a timeout. So we literally saved ourselves a timeout. Here we're in the 3-3-5 wide again. I'm trying everything. Trying to get pressure. And really here I'm worried about him running the ball. We're not going to let him run the ball. And he's able to run the ball. Decent there. 2 yards is not bad defense. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So we still have 1 timeout. If we can stop on this set of downs, we can still get the ball back. So we're going to go back to this 3-3 wide. I'm worried about him running the ball here. I don't really care about the pass. If he throws the pass, he should be close to the end zone. So I'm not concerned. We're going to send everybody. The defense that I'm playing here is just straight cover 0. He goes zig. Keenan Allen's going to fry us. We stick him again. Nothing happens. And this puts us in a really bad spot. Now, I don't know why he goes no huddle. But again, straight cover 0. We're blitzing 6 people. I think we made a few adjustments. We go hard flat. Keenan Allen could be wide open on a streak. I don't believe he's going to be on a streak. So that's my thought process. He's going to take the clock down. And running back, I'm expecting to be blocked. So we're kind of looking to defend either Keenan Allen on a post, Josh Palmer maybe on a slant or a drag. Maybe he's going to run the ball. He's going to run the ball. So we fill up that outside gap, burn our timeout here. Clock management wise, he can take a few knees, win this game. So we'll see what he does. But we're going to try and put pressure on him. Again, nobody really wants to take a knee. He's trying to burn up the score. So here, I think this is really good defense. Watch this play closely. We have 2 hard flats. We have everybody on the stadium manned up. He goes play action. We're using Joshua Palmer. We're undercutting him. We throws it. And how do we not catch that? Right here was some of the more, definitely my most rage-filled moment this year of Madden. This is a post-commentary, but if you would have heard me in real time, it was not some nice words being said. Like, how in the hell Does Joshua Palmer undercut that? There's just no way I didn't intercept that. He threw it right at my user. So he's going to go back to the exact same play, and Keenan Allen just fries off the line. Of course, he doesn't score the touchdown. Just so unfortunate. Here, we're just, I think, pass committing. I'm trying to let him run the ball in. Or I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I don't know. I think I'm pass committing. Basically, I'm trying to let him score. The game is pretty much over at this point. He's going to do a few more hot routes. And I know he's running the ball. He gets in. That's the best thing that could happen. So we dropped in. I just can't believe Eddie Jackson didn't pick that off. Like, that actually made me want to Gronk spike my controller against my wall, put a hole in my wall, and then break my $60 controller. I was pretty close to doing it, actually. But he runs it in. We have 25 seconds. So 25 seconds in a dream. With Justin Fields, we have no timeouts. We have to get out of bounds. But the corner outs, the sidelines have been working pretty well, all things considered, in this game. So generally speaking, I think we can do it. The odds are very slim, though, because just the fact of getting a touchdown deep, we haven't had any like massive plays. DJ Moore really is unable to get wide open on a streak. So see what we can do. Thinking corner out. I'm thinking crossers. Those are my two routes go-tos here. We throw DJ Moore in that corner slot because he's going to run the route a little bit better than Claypool. Get a little bit more separation on that route. He backs up everybody. I'm thinking cover 3. And I'm thinking the same setup that's been working. We're going to try and hit DJ Moore. We hit him. Possession catch. And that couldn't have worked better. We're at midfield. Now, again, we have 0 timeouts. So you're going to need to do that at least 3 more times. Take a few shots at the end zone. Now, on this opposite side, we're going to go to the exact same play. Try and open up DJ Moore. He's manned up. We kind of throw it anyway. This is a bad throw. It should have been picked. I don't know how his guys play. The reason that's open is because when you're throwing the corner outs and they're kind of cutting up field, the DBs will be trailing. So even though he gets like burnt a little bit, he's right there to make the pick when you throw it. And I have to throw the ball. I can't take a sack. So right here, we're going to go crossing route, trying to open up DJ Moore. This is an opportunity to get a little bit more separation, I think, against man to where I could rack catch it. He takes a timeout. And I think we end up flipping it. Or maybe not. Yeah, we end up flipping it. So we're going to do the exact same thing, pretty much. Try and open up DJ Moore on the sideline here. We're going to motion over a streak. Pretty much try and clear out that whole area. Now it is going to be man, so we're going to have to hopefully get some more steps. Probably would have been better running it to the other side, honestly. But DJ Moore gets 0 separation. I'm forced to throw this ball. He catches it, and he is 1 centimeter away from getting out of bounds, and the game ends, and I lose. So there you go. If you guys enjoyed this piss poor display of John Madden football by EA Sports, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Even 6-1 dropping tomorrow. Peace.